Bore da, croeso I Sanfagan. Diolch I chi gyd am ddod yma, bore yma. Good morning, welcome to Sanfagan. Thank you very much for attending this press conference this morning. First thing I have to do is apologise for having problems with the Wi-Fi. We'll certainly sort that out by next time. But if you want to send a message, we've got a few pigeons lined up outside for you. So, and there's an old telephone box. We are in the museum after all, so maybe you could use there. It's the red box. You'll find that in the grounds, but apologies for that. We obviously are here for the squad announcement, Ryan Giggs' squad announcement for the Nations League matches against the Republic of Ireland and Denmark. But first of all, I'm sure you've had the information. We'd just like to announce a sponsorship partnership with Konotoxia, and we'll hear from their Vice Chairman, Piotr Kaczynski, in a moment. Just to explain that Konotoxia is a fintech company from Poland. They provide a variety of financial services, online money transfers, payments, currency exchange and forex. In Wales, they promote the money transfers to 30 European countries. This exciting new partnership is a first in the UK for Konotoxia, who have recorded exponential growth every year since 2011, transacting $5 billion in the last year alone and operating with 26 currencies. So that's a background. You've got a bit of background also in the handout we've given you. But I mentioned that their Vice Chairman, Piotr Kaczynski, was with us here. Croeso, welcome. Croeso I Gymru, welcome to Wales. Would you like to say a few words to the press and media here?
Sure, thank you. I am for the introduction. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure and honor to announce this morning that Konotoxia has become the official partner of the national football team of Wales. The Welsh team first caught our eyes during 2016 European Championships, where they showcased some brilliant football and made it to the semi-finals. During the tournament, the Welsh players have demonstrated true team spirit and strong determination. As a company, Konotoxia promotes the same values. We conquer global markets due to our hard work, persistence and commitment. What matters is our ambition, cooperation within the team, as well as our individual skills. We believe that the common values shared by the national football team of Wales and Konotoxia will allow us to succeed in both business and on the pitch. Through this relationship, we can promote our brand and money transfer services, a fast and easy way to send money abroad. Konotoxia will continue to support the Welsh team in accomplishing their goals, which is winning the Nations League group and qualifying for the European Championships in 2020. Reaching these targets obviously will also boost Konotoxia brand awareness within Wales, but also across global markets. I'm certain that thanks to this new cooperation and partnership, we will exceed in our achievements, expectations set before us, and together we can build something great. Together we are stronger. Thank you very much.
Thank you, diolch yn fawr. I'm sure you're available for one-to-one interviews after, but is anyone any questions for Piotr, please?
How much is it worth?
Excuse me?
How much is the sponsorship worth?
It is private, between us, but it lasts for 4 years. I think this is important. It will be for good and bad times, hopefully much more often, or only good times.
Any more questions? Okay, thank you. I'm sure everyone wants to talk about the squad, but thank you. I'm sure if anybody requests a one-to-one interview after, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, if we move on to the squad announcement, just like to say that delighted that our Chief Executive Jonathan Ford is here, accompanied by the new President of the Football Association of Wales, Mr Kieran O'Connor, attending his first press conference as President. Delighted to see you here. So we'll move on. You've all had the squad, so who'd like to ask the first question to Ryan? Michelle.
Ryan, you've been in this job since January, but this is your first qualifiers. Are you selecting this squad with anything different in mind, or are you approaching it just the same?
No, I mean, yeah, you're right. It's been a bit of a long time, bit of a long wait with the 3 games that I've had before. But yeah, this proper stuff starts now, and I'm excited. But no, it's always looking towards obviously the games coming up, but with a little eye onto the future as well. And I think I've showed that with the players that I've picked. Players who've served the country so well, who were playing well at the time, but also young players who I want to push them more established players also.
Looking at the young players, there's a lot of players here in sort of single figures of caps, so not that much experience. But why are you going for? I mean, there's a mix of experience, but why are you going for the younger players as well?
Because they deserve to be here. They've played well. They've had good pre-seasons. When I've had them before, they've showed really good attitude and really good quality. And I think it's always good to have a group of young players come through together with the established players. So the established players can lead by example and show what it takes to be an international footballer.
Talking of experienced players, a name that's been mentioned, would he make the squad or not, was Ashley Williams. He's in. Will he still be the captain of Wales?
Yeah, Ash has been fantastic since I took over. Fantastic captain, leader both on and off the pitch, and no, nothing's changed in that respect. And good to see him playing regular now at Stoke, and I'm looking forward to seeing him.
And Paul Dummett is available again for international duty. He returns. How much of a boost is it to have him in the squad?
Yeah, it is a boost. I mean, when I took over the job, I had a brief chat with him about coming back. He didn't feel it was the right time with Newcastle sort of fighting relegation, but he's in a good place now. He's playing regular. He was captain at the weekend, so it was a great honour for him to captain his boyhood club. So he's in a good place, and obviously he's got a lot of quality as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with Paul joining us and looking forward to working with him.
There's no Neil Taylor, there's no Hal Robson-Carney. Can you tell me a bit about the futures of them in terms of their international future?
No, regarding Neil, I've got Paul and Ben Davis obviously in them positions. Hal, unfortunately, has took the decision to retire. I spoke with him yesterday, and it was a really difficult decision for him. He's had a tough 6 months or so. He had a real difficult birth of his baby, and also he wanted to concentrate on his club career with West Brom. It's a tough league in the Championship, and he just feels that time away from his family at this point wouldn't be good for him and wouldn't be good for us either. So, but I think it's a good time to remember what that iconic night in against Belgium when he scored that goal, and he will forever be an icon in Welsh fans after scoring that goal on that fantastic night. So I wish him all the best both on and off the pitch going forward.
And playing Republic of Ireland, I saw that the social media account tweeted when that was announced that time for revenge after last year, of course. Do you think like that? And does the squad feel like that they can get their revenge on Republic of Ireland?
No, I don't think it's about revenge. Obviously, it was a disappointing night, and I know that the lads can't wait to play Ireland. It's a fantastic game. But no, I don't think it's about revenge. Obviously, it's a new manager, a new start, and a new start to an exciting tournament. So I think it's more about that, really, and getting the result and getting off to a good start in the Nations League.
The Nations League is something quite different that we're going to get used to.
Yeah.
What do you make of it and its format and sort of understanding how it all works?
No, I mean, still, trying to understand how it works. No, I mean, it is a new competition. It's exciting. I think if you look at all the groups, they're really competitive. Look at ours, the Republic, Denmark, all, really competitive groups. So I think, that's what Uefa wanted. They wanted more competitive games, and that's what they're going to get. So, yeah, it'll take a bit of time, I think, for the fans to get their head around it. But once I think they do, it's an exciting tournament, and obviously you can get relegated, you can get promoted, and it's another chance to qualify for the Euros as well.
Just a final question from me. Can I just ask you quickly about Manchester United and Jose Mourinho? He was mentioning the word respect, and he said it 5 times on Monday evening in his post-match press. You know what it's like to be in that position. You know what it's like to face us, the media. Do you think Jose gets enough respect?
Well, I think just purely coming from, me being a United fan, I was there on Monday. I think it's a time for the fans to stick together and get behind the club, get behind the team, get behind the manager, get behind the coaching staff. That's me purely speaking as a fan. I think it's a tough time at the moment, but we've had tough times before and we've come through it. So They've got a tough game at the weekend. Actually, when I was assistant, Burnley was one of the games where I was setting up the cones before the game, and I was thinking, I wouldn't mind playing today. There wasn't many times that I thought like that, but you walk out the tunnel, the United fans are surrounded around the tunnel, and it was one of them games where I thought, yeah, I wish I was playing today. So it's a fantastic game to get rid of all that negativity around the club. It's a tough game, but yeah, I mean, purely speaking as a fan, I hope we come through it sooner rather than later, and yeah, I'm sure we will eventually. Thanks.
Ryan,
Thanks, Michelle. Rob, sorry.
Morning, Rob.
On that, you're 12 to 1 to succeed Jose. You expect a call anytime soon?
No, and I'd keep your money in your pocket if I was you. You normally do that anyway, don't you?
You know me too well. Paul Dummett, you're obviously glad to have a Premier League player sort of back on your roster again.
Yeah.
Was there any thought about sort of commitment? Because some fans will say, oh, hang on, you can't pick and choose. Well, how do you answer that?
Yeah, I mean, I spoke to him, like I said, when I took over the job. He was coming back from an injury, and Newcastle were sort of fighting relegation, so he didn't think it was the right time. So I understood that. I left it open. I said, we'll talk in the future, which we did. We talked after the weekend, after the game against Chelsea, and he was really excited. You know, he felt that you know, it was difficult for him coming away and not playing at the time, which you can understand, especially when you're playing at a big club. Now he's not guaranteed to play, of course, but like you say, he's playing in the Premier League. He's playing regular, and he was available for selection. And the conversations that I've had with him, he's always been really positive, and he can't wait to get back. So now I'm looking forward to having a player of his quality, you know, training next week.
On Ashley, he was saying even in China it had been a tough year for him at Everton, and he's had a difficult start at Stoke as well. There was no hesitation in your mind though?
No, because he's been a fantastic player and a captain since I've took over. You know, I've seen firsthand the quality that he possesses. Yeah, he's had a tough time, but he'll come through it. And like I say, now he's starting to play regular, and he always enjoys coming away with Wales. I've seen that firsthand, and he's the captain, and nothing changes in that respect. So yeah, there was no hesitation in first of all, you know, picking Ash and changing him as captain either.
And can it be you've been in a position maybe going through a hard time coming away with your country, can be an almost a break that you welcome, be a fillip to you?
Yeah, it can be, and especially this group of players as well, because you see, I've talked about it before, the team spirit and how much they enjoy coming away and playing for their country. Yeah, it can be a sort of little escape. So with obviously 2 competitive games and 2 important games as well.
Tyler Roberts has been a slow burner really. He's been in the age groups for quite a while, been seen as one for the future. Is now his time, do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously with the news of Hal, there was a spot there, and there was a few options, but we watched him last night. He did well. I spoke to Pagey about him, and yeah, he's been really impressed with him when he's had him. So no, it gets a chance for me to look at him, just like it before the Mexico game. You know, I seen a lot of young players that I'd not seen before, and was really impressed. So yeah, it's his chance to shine, and I've given him a chance to take it, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
And you're getting Gareth Bale, it appears, in prime form again. You must be excited about that as well.
Yeah, I don't know when. He's never in form. Yeah, he might not be playing last year for Real Madrid, but he was always flying. So yeah, you know, I've spoke about Gareth numerous occasions. Forget about the tremendous player he is. He's a brilliant person to have around the squad as well. So, like you say, he's in a good place. He's scoring goals. So, yeah.
But it's been different for him, hasn't it? Because almost he's had to step up with the departure of your old mate Ronaldo.
Yeah, but I think, you know, he's been there a long time now at Real Madrid. You know, especially for a Real Madrid player, it's a long time, and you know, he's a world class player, and he keeps keeps getting better. Keeps getting better with his game and his goal scoring. And yeah, we're really lucky to have, not like I say, not only a player like that, but a person like that as well in the squad.
Do these two games feel different to you because they do have that competitive edge?
They may do from the outside, but for me personally, I put pressure on myself, whether it be, the games in China or the game against Mexico. Of course, there's more riding on these games, but for me, I put pressure on myself and want to do my best, whether it be the games in China or in LA, to these games. So yeah, of course, there's a little bit more riding on it. It's a new competition. It's a chance to qualify for a Euros, so it is different. But for me, it's just the same.
And you know what sort of test Ireland will provide?
Yeah, you do, because it's a bit of a derby. Obviously, the players. It's a bit different from playing other countries where you know the majority of the players that are going to be up against you. And obviously we've got recent history against them, being in the same group. So yeah, it is a little bit different.
And Denmark, this appears to have been some doubt over whether the game will actually go ahead, but do you just prepare normally and take what comes? Or
Yeah, I think whatever's happening over there will get sorted, and yeah, I'll be preparing for the game as normal.
It was the same before the Mexico game, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Two huge games for you. A massive game for Welsh football on Friday when the women's side take on Phil Neville's England team. What do you make of that, and what about the position James Neville has put the women in?
Yeah, Jane's done a fantastic job. I mean, I think it's no goals conceded in 7 games. It's amazing, and it's. I watched the game. It was at St Mary's at Southampton, and they were fantastic. Defended really well, and they're going to have to do it again against, obviously a very talented side. Obviously, one of the leading nations in women's football, and obviously with my friend as well, Phil Neville as manager, as coach. So. Yeah, I'm going to the game. I'm looking forward to it, and I wish Jane and the girls all the best.
And can you just sum up what it might mean for Welsh football if they were to become only the second team to reach the World Cup?
Well, I talked about the effect that the Euros had a couple of years ago. Not only on now, but generations, and it'll be the same. You can just imagine the hype around it within the country if they do qualify. I don't want to talk too before. Obviously, it's a big game, but yeah, it'll be huge. It'll be massive, like you say, since '58, and it'll be a wonderful achievement by Jane and the girls, and I'm really looking forward to the game.
And last one for me, the sponsorship deal today, does that show that the FAWales are moving on now from Euro 2016? Because you basically got to start a new chapter now, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. I mean, we have to improve both on and off the pitch. You don't stand still in football. You have to keep improving. You have to keep doing your best, and that's what I want to do on the football pitch. And obviously, the FA want to do that off the pitch as well. Which with us and the players, whenever we can help, we will. Thanks, Zeke.
There was a time when the Welsh squad you could predict it 2 days before. This is a massive change since you've been in. Does it feel like your squad now? Are you happy with the players there?
Yeah, I'm excited. A lot of the players are playing. I'm excited by the young players, but also the older players. I want the older players to show the younger players the way. But also, I've said before, younger players can inspire older players as well. When you've got young players nipping at your heels, and it makes you better. And I want everyday competitive training as if it was a match, and that's what I've had so far. I've been really pleased. But yeah, I believe in giving young players a chance. I had that chance. I played for my country when I was 17. So you give players a chance. It's then up to them to take it.
You mentioned the third league game where you fancy playing that day. Would you fancy playing with this lot? Did you enjoy yourself in this team?
Yeah, I mean, you see obviously a lot of the fantastic players that I've picked. No, them days are gone, I'm afraid.
Just for talk about the Euros, over the summer watching the World Cup, it was hard for Welsh fans to watch because we'd had a taste of the Euros.
Yeah.
Being a manager there as well, experiencing the whole thing, did you feel Wales need to be at that level getting to these tournaments?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was there 5 weeks. It was a fantastic tournament. But yeah, you're 100% right. It gives you that feeling. It gives you that more of a push that you want to be at the next, championship. It was at the next World Cup, and it just made me even more determined seeing it firsthand, going to the games. The atmosphere around games. It just feels like we need to be there.
And just finally, you mentioned Robert Page as well. It's interesting to see the guys coming through the age groups. Is there a conveyor belt that we're going to see?
Yeah, Page is not happy with me. Nicking all his players. No, I mean, I've been in obviously I play with Page in close contact since I took the job, and I'm thankful that he gives me a little bit of an insight into not only the players, how they play, but also what they're like as people. So it's great. It's what we need. There's a lot of players who have done so much for the country over the last few years, but they need to be pushed. They need to be pushed, and that will make them better players as well. And that's what I want. I want competitive squads. I want competitive teams. Thanks.
Right, are you likely to drop some of the younger players back into the 21s during break?
Yeah, there's a big group of players to choose from, and it wasn't easy choosing that 25. So there was players who, quite rightly, after the camp that I had here in Cardiff before the LA trip, that impressed me, did really well, and could have quite easily got into that squad. So yeah, depending on form, depending on injuries, there will be a lot of changing about during the next 3 camps.
Okay, thank you. Diolch yn fawr. After Ryan, Rob Page will be down here to announce his under-21 squad, and you can get his real thoughts on the... so he'll be down here with Owain. Ryan will be doing 20 minutes or so with the written press and the Sundays, and then a one-to-one with Michelle with Sky. And if you want to talk to Piotr as well from Konotoxia, I'm sure he'll be available for one-to-one interviews. Okay, thank you. Diolch yn fawr, and we'll see you all next week for the 2 games, or hopefully on Friday at Newport as well.
Thank
for
you.
the big game.
Thanks.
Diolch.